dye. Here's another fun sciencey kitchen thing you can do with your kids. If you have some celery, or next time you go to the grocery store if you want to get some celery, this always happens when you put celery in the refrigerator and leave it there for a few days. It gets really, really wilty. And one of the really cool things about celery is that it has a really easy structure to understand and visually and from a scientific point of view. And so if you put celery in water, it's going to drink up the water through these little, they're called xylem and phloem, that are these little like transportation tubes. And you can kind of see if you look at the base of the celery, there's those little tubes. They bring the water up and it gives, it fills the cells of the celery so that it can be firm again. And so that's a fun experiment. You can have your kids put the celery in the water and like check every 15 or 30 or 60 minutes to see how long it takes for the celery to get hard enough to like snap it in half or something. Another thing you can do is put some food coloring in your water. I only have pastel color, so it's not very bright, but you can see that this celery has turned purplish, especially at the base where it was drinking up that water. And sometimes if you have a good enough, I recommend red food dye. You can even see along those little strings of the celery, the xylem and phloem, it will have like a red stripe and a red stripe as the dye goes up the celery. And you can even, if you watch closely, you can see that it starts from the bottom and moves up, right? So that's a fun, easy thing you can do with your kids.